channel. My name is Kendall. Today I am going to be spilling the tea on probably the worst job I've ever had. This is just going to be a collection of random stories about my terrible boss that I had, terrible customers that I've had, just experiences overall at this store that I will not be naming. So if you're just in for a messy time, sit back, grab a snack, and I'm just going to be doing my makeup while I'm doing this, so let's get started. Okay. So I'm not going to say the name of the store that this was at, and I'm not going to obviously say her name. This is not a video trying to bash her. She honestly was not a mean person. She was just a horrible, horrible boss. So for the sake of this video, let's call her Debbie. So this all happened my senior year of college. So I was like, what, 22, 23? This happened my senior year, and I was working at another boutique. I really liked the job, but it wasn't paying enough. It was like very minimum wage. I wasn't getting paid enough to be able to like pay my rent and my car and, so, whoa. So one day, my first encounter with Debbie, she comes into the store that I'm working at, and I'm like helping out customers and ringing people up. Comes in and I'm helping a customer, and she's just like awkwardly, like, it was so bizarre because she was just like standing there like off to the side of the cash register. And so I'm helping this customer, and like she's just standing there staring at me. And so I'm done with what I'm doing, and I look at her and I'm like, hi, like, how can I help you? My name's Kendall, like, what brings you in, blah blah blah, the whole spiel. And she's like, hi, my name's Debbie, and I work for this, I'm not going to say the name, but I work for this store, and I'm the manager, and I was just out recruiting, and I wanted to see if you might be interested for a job. Okay, so she specifically was going store to store to, like, recruit people for work, which I don't know if that's like, I guess that's a normal thing to do, but that's so, to me, that is so tacky and unprofessional. Like, I would never go just blatantly into another store just to be like, hey, you want to come work for me? Like, I don't know, that's just so weird to me. So I was interested, obviously, because I was looking for something with, better pay. Basically, it was like, okay, here's my card, give me a call, and we'll be in touch. So, okay, and then like 2 days passed, and like I didn't contact her because I was just kind of like, I was in school still. I was in school and I was working full time, so I didn't, that really wasn't high on my priority. So we got a call. I was working and the phone rang and I answered it, thank goodness. And it was like, hi, my name's Debbie. I'm looking for Heather. Is Heather there? And I was like, no, I think you might have the wrong number. And she was like,
maybe her name wasn't Heather, but I was just in there and I was talking to a girl that wanted a new job.
Who says that? Like, what if the owners had picked up? Can you imagine? Like, who calls a business and doesn't know if it's the person they're talking to and was like, oh, well, it was someone that told me that they didn't want to work there anymore and wants to come work for my store. So I did the interview, and like I never heard from her. Like 2 weeks went by, and so finally I called back because I was like, you know what, like this is so bizarre. Like if that much time goes by, like whatever. So I called back and I was like, hey, I just wanted to follow up, and she was like, oh yeah, you got the job. Okay, I'm gonna go into just random things that she said that literally it became to a point where people would come in the back and be like, guess what Debbie just said. And it was just, God, I don't know. She asked me one day, she was back making the schedule, and she asked me how to spell calendar, like calendar. And I understand sometimes you might have like, like, is it with an ER or an AR? You know what I mean? But no, she was like,
I can't remember if it's spelled with a C or a K.
So that happened. She went up to a older gentleman that had a like veteran's hat on. And it said like, I don't know, it said like something veteran. And he was an older man. And she goes up to him and she goes,
"Wow, there's not a lot of you left."
I can't make this stuff up. What else did she do? Oh, she asked an employee what kind of Mexican he was. No, ma'am. Like, that's... She would, she locked the key to the safe, put all the money in and stuff, and she locked us out of it 3 times. All 3 times we had to get some guy to come in with like an actual chainsaw and open it to get like our keys and our money out. And each time the safe cost like $1,500. So she was just like, I don't know, like I guess one time I understand if you like accidentally lock yourself, like lock everyone out of like the safe. I don't even know how she did it because it was like a code. But like you hit the code and then you had to like unlock it. So I guess she just like locked the key in there. I don't know. But she did it 3 times. I'm sure she's a great person outside of work, but like hot damn. I remember one time there, so the location we were at, there was a lot of like nicer like stores around us. And like there would be break-ins all the time. Like the store that was literally directly right next to us was like a jeans store, and it would get broken into at night all the time. Like they put bars up so that people couldn't break into it, but like one night people literally came in with a truck and backed into it, crushing the bars, and just like stole everything. So that was fun when you're working at a store until like I said, I was there until like 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes when like break-ins are just happening. What else happened there? Our store had multiple locations, and like one of the employees at a store that was like maybe like an hour away from ours got fired from their location, and then he like went off on this like tyrant and like said that he was going to like he basically, like, I don't want to repeat it, but basically like threatened all the stores. So we like had this guy's picture like on the back of like our cash register, and it was like, if you see him, like call 911. So like every, like, I don't know, it was just so scary. Like every person that came in, I was like,
is that him? Is that him?
It's definitely like the worst job that I've ever had ever. And we had like people stealing stuff all the time. People would go into the dressing rooms and like put the tags behind the mirrors and stuff, and I don't know, it was just like, it was a hot mess. It was like working in just a zoo of just crazy people. Let me see. What else happened? I guess I could talk about like some crazy customers, I guess. So one time, so one thing about this store that I need to mention is that we did not, like, you don't get your money back. Like we did. I don't work there anymore. We did. Like store credit or like exchanges only. Like we like didn't offer money back, and there was signs everywhere that said that. Like there were signs like next to like all the prices. Like there was a big sign at the cash register. Like it was circled on a receipt in like bright pink highlight. We set it to when they checked out. It was so busy, and this guy, like, you know when you can just tell, ooh, my laundry's done. You know when you can just tell someone's gonna come in and just be like a big a-hole? Like you just get that vibe. I got that vibe. Like I was like, okay, I'm ready to fight. So he comes in, and I'm behind the cash register, and he goes to the guy next to me that's ringing up, and he wants to return like $160 worth of clothes. Like, so the kid at the cash register is like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Like, we don't do, because he was like, I need a refund. And so the kid at the cash register, nice as can be, was like, I am so sorry, sir. Like, we actually can't give refunds. It's store credit or exchange only. And the guy, like, immediately goes into, like, super defense mode. And, like, when you do that, like, you obviously, like, I know that you know that you knew that it was exchange only, because you wouldn't immediately get so like defensive about it. You know what I mean? He was immediately like,
What? No one told me that. How was I supposed to know that?
and so I stepped in because I was like the manager on duty at the time. And I was like, sir, I'm so sorry, but it is circled. Like, it was circled, like, on his receipt with, like, stars and, like, everything next to it. Because he was like,
Where does it say that? He was like, well, it doesn't say that anywhere in the store.
and I was just like, I love when people do that, because I was like, exhibit A, B, C, and D. Like, it's everywhere. And I know they tell you, like, the customer is always right. And I'm so sorry, but I think that's a load of crap, because word of advice, if you work in retail, don't ever listen to that. Do not let anyone treat you like and let them get away with it, because you need to value yourself. And if a job's going to value a customer's a-holeness over a employee that works hard, then you don't need them anyway. So with that being said, he pitched a actual fit. He had 2 little girls with him, like maybe like 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I can't like tell kids' ages at all. So he started yelling and causing a scene, and he was like,
well, where's your manager?
And I was like, well, I'm the manager on duty right now. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, sir. Like, there's nothing that I can do. I wish I could. And he was like,
no, you don't. He was like, you absolutely can do something.
And I was just like, here's the thing. We did give refunds. If like we were told to give refunds if like people caused a scene like this. But no, like if someone was nice about it, like if it was just someone that was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so sorry, I didn't know, like is there any way like just this once I could like, is there something that can be done? I would be like, okay, like between you and me, like we'll give you a refund. But this guy, I was like, no, absolutely not. And I'm not going to let you teach these 2 little girls that being a complete how you get what you want. So I was like, I'm sorry, like we can't do anything, like store credit, like do you want to look around the store, blah blah blah. And he was like,
no, I'm not shopping here anymore, you've just lost a customer.
Like, okay, well here's your store credit for $160, like bye. Oh man, so stupid. And then so another crazy story, some lady came in, and this is what kills me. So she comes into this store, and she's like, you know, picking up some pants and stuff, and she starts to complain to us about the prices, which is like my favorite thing for people to complain about, because clearly like the employees at the store, like we all make up the prices. Duh. Who, like, of course. So she starts like complaining about how expensive like the shorts are. And so she starts complaining about the price of like this pair of shorts that she wants to buy for her son. And she's like,
this is ridiculous. Is this really how much they are?
And I'm like, yes, ma'am. I was like, we're running a promotion for 15% off. And she was like,
15% off is like, what, tax? Like, oh, thanks for giving me my tax off.
And I'm just like, okay. And then, like, so this is what I don't understand. Like, this is not the only place that sells shorts. Like, go get yourself, like, go to Walmart, go to Kohl's, go to Target, go somewhere else. Like, if you, like, you know this is this is what I don't understand. You know this is a pricey store. So if you're gonna complain about something being expensive, like, why would you shop at a store that is going to be ridiculously more expensive than what it should be? Like, yeah, those pants are way too expensive for what they are. They're just like khaki shorts. Like, go to Walmart, Target, like this is you. Like, just because, like, I'm sorry your son has to have, I almost said the name of the store, has to have this stupid logo on his shorts to make himself feel better about himself, but, sorry. And so she was like, I just don't understand. Like, she, like, I don't know if she thought I could lower the price for her, because she just wasn't letting up. And this is what, like, she goes,
I know you probably don't understand this, but, like, I can't just be buying expensive shorts. Like, I know, like, you probably don't have to worry about it. And
I'm like, I'm working. Like, you're literally shopping you're shopping, okay? And I am let's see, another customer, I just like all these customers, like some of them were really nice and like some of them were just like, what the you know? One lady, oh, this is one of my favorites. She comes in with 2 shirts that we did not sell in the store. She comes in without a bag, without a receipt. The tags are off the clothes. She doesn't even she didn't even have the tags like separate. Like she just had these 2 t-shirts. Like she could have like taken them off somebody in the parking lot and come in. So she's like,
I need to exchange these.
and I'm like, okay. I was like, well, we don't have those shirts. Like, we don't have those. And she's like, well,
Okay, I'll just exchange them for something else.
and I'm like, okay. So we have a system that we could have, like, we looked up people in that would show their purchases. So, surprise, surprise, like, she wasn't in the system or anything. So, I'm like, she started getting angry with me because I was telling her, I was like, ma'am, I don't know what to do. Like, I physically don't have anything to scan into our system. Like, I don't have a way to give you any sort of, like, store credit, or, like, I can't exchange it because I have nothing to scan in. And so she started getting snippy with me and was like, well, you know, that's ridiculous. Like, I bought these. And she was like, you're
Judging my character, you're calling me a liar.
And I was just like, you know what? I just was like, you know what? Give me those shirts. You go pick out whatever you want. So she got 2 new shirts, and we had to just like damage out the shirts that she gave us because we had no idea where they came from. Okay, so I have one more story, and then I'll just like wrap this up. So this was a lady that came in looking for a specific pair of pants. She needed them in a certain size, and we didn't have them in the store. And so, like, keep in mind, we were the ones that offered to do this. We were like, you know what? We can check in our computer system and see if another location has them, and we'll ship them to you. She had an attitude about it. She was like, well,
I don't understand why you don't have it in the store.
like, she asked me, she goes, did
You actually go and check in the back?
So why would I go out of my way to like get, you know what a pain it is? If you work retail, you know it's such a pain to have to like call other locations to see if they have something to like, and then get their information to ship it. And it's so annoying. So I'm on the computer and like no one, like, and my worst fear, because no one has the size this woman needs. And so I'm like, she isn't like going to pitch a damn fit. So I tell her, I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Like all the locations are sold out. And she was like, she looked at me and she was like,
Well, I find that very hard to believe.
again, are we the only store that sells men's pants? Apparently. That's all that I can think of right now to talk about my job from hell. I guess it wasn't that bad. It was just kind of like, hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, give it a like, go enter my contest in my Jeffree Star mystery box video. I have a great contest going on. I think it's great. Go check that out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.